If you only look at the stock number, at the stock price number, 238, 150, $300, it's as if you are looking at a thermometer and you have no sense of change of price through time. So you are missing a lot of information. Okay, let's take a look at the stock market, how it did today. So Tesla is up $12.30, 5.6%, closed at 232.10. Post market, we seem to be up a little bit. We seem to be up by 28 cents. So let's look at what this means on the chart. So, Tesla had been going down for a long time. Since November 2021, it has been going down. And each time it was reaching this downward resistance, it would come back down, come back down, come back down. Sometimes even before, come back down. And recently we had this big move up. We crossed above this downward resistance. This was an interesting ride that we took. We bought right here at this yellow candle. You can take a look at my video, June 26th. We had identified this buy signal. We took the ride. We are happy. And most of us sold. And now we are looking at where Tesla is. So right now we are into a small downward channel. So the trend is that Tesla is not going down. Short term, this is going down. Short term, this is going down. Since July 11th, this has been going down. Each time we are reaching this line right here, we are coming down, coming down, coming down, coming down. And maybe Tesla is going to test it again. So we need Tesla to test it, because when we are into a downward channel, the stock is supposed to go down. So if it goes down, we won't be surprised that this is what it is supposed to do. If it breaks this downward resistance, this is called the resistance right here. If it breaks it, then we are going to pay a little bit more attention. We might not necessarily buy if it breaks it right here. If it breaks it right here, we might pay a little bit even more attention, because before we buy a stock, we need it to break a downward resistance. So it means that it needs to stop going down. But at the same time, or a little bit later, it needs to break a horizontal resistance to tell us that it does not want to go sideways, because a stock could stop going down, but go sideways. And why buy something just for it to go sideways? This is not very efficient. So we want to put our money only when a stock has showed that it wants to go higher. So these are the two things that need to happen. Break of a downward resistance, the diagonal one, and break of this horizontal resistance at 238. So maybe this is going to happen tomorrow. Nobody knows if and when it is going to happen. We are just going to wait on the sidelines until both of these things happen. At the same time, we need the third criteria. The third criteria is that we need this indicator called stochastic, a 21-day stochastic. It needs to be above 60, because any move in any stock has stochastic over 60 for it to needs a stochastic over 60. So you can look at any stock anywhere. I can pick one, I don't know. There, boom. When you see stochastic over 60, you see movement. When you see something going down, stochastic is not over 60. Look at this here. Just under 60, what happened? Boom, came back down. So this is why this is one of our criteria. So right now, we don't have stochastic over 60. It's at 48. It's not too far. It might happen in a couple of days. But until that happens, we are going to stay put. We are going to just pay attention every single day after the close, and we are going to watch. And when the trigger is going to happen, we are going to take it. So as easy as pie, we are looking at the trend and stocks moving trends. If you only look at the stock number, at the stock price number, 238, 150, $300, it's as if you are looking at a thermometer and you have no sense of change of price through time. So you are missing a lot of information. We knew since November 2021 that Tesla had been into a downward channel, and this lasted for almost 3 years. Almost 3 years, Tesla was just going down. So, when a stock is going down, if you buy at any point, you are not buying low, you are buying high because it's going lower. So you are buying high and hoping that it goes higher. With a good company like Tesla, this might happen. It might take a few years. It might happen. So this is not efficient. There's no efficiency in that. It's better to keep your money, let it fall down, and then when you see that this downward resistance is being broken, then you can get in. Of course, there are some buying opportunities that are hidden here and there if you know where to see them. But if we don't look at the trend, we are buying blind. We are buying based on fundamentals, and fundamentals don't take into account many important factors like war, like Elon buying Twitter, like Elon being hated by the left, many things like that. But if you look at the price distills everything, and you see how people behave by looking at the change in price through time. So right now, this is a nice day today. Tesla is up 5%. On the daily chart, this is not a buy signal yet. On the 1 hour chart, yes, there was a buy signal there. As soon as we broke 226.18, first hour of the day, we had stochastic over 60. We had been outside of this downward channel, broke a horizontal resistance. We had the buy right here. So on the 1 hour chart, if you want to play it intraday a little bit more, then there's a little trade right here that is pretty much even Steven in terms of making your money. Right now, you have not lost anything. It's just going sideways. Let's wait to see when we are going to get a buy signal on the daily chart. Let's take a look at the VIX. When the VIX is going up, stock market is going down. So VIX is climbing a little bit more than where it was on Friday. So we are up 0.21, 1.28%. Not too bad, but it's still hanging in there. It's still hanging up there. So this is still a little bit of a concern. Bonds moving lower today. This is helping the stock market when bonds are going lower. Let's take a look at the stock indices, how they are faring. So Dow Jones is doing pretty good after last week. So we are above the congestion zone at 40,041. We are maintaining ourselves above. We have stochastic over 60. So, this one is back bullish after having gone a little bit sideways last week. S&P 500, we cannot say that it's really back, It is into a downward channel right here. Very tight one, very narrow one. It won't last a long time. There's no stochastic yet. We are still in wait and see mode for S&P. NASDAQ, a little bit of a move up, but, this one also is into a downward channel. So it should continue going down unless it breaks it. So we don't have any indication yet that it broke it. Let's take a look at our important stocks. So Apple broke back into our congestion zone. So Apple is not going sideways. There's no stochastic. There's an earnings call that is going to happen Thursday of this week. Maybe things are going to change then. Amazon going sideways, no stochastic. AMD stabilizing a little bit, no stochastic. Earnings tomorrow, so we'll see what happens tomorrow. Adobe is not too bad. We are still above 527.56. So when many stocks broke some important support, this one did not. So at least there's some force in it. ARM back into its congestion zone. So this one is not ready to be bought back yet. We need to let it fall. We need to let it stabilize, and then it needs to show us that it wants to go higher. And we have some earnings on Wednesday. So this is going to be earnings day, a very interesting week. Google, it tries to stay above, it tries to stay above support right here. No stochastic, so we need to let this one stabilize also. Microsoft back into our congestion zone going sideways. Meta also going sideways. NVIDIA, this is worse than sideways. This is going lower. We are down to 1% today. This one should be going down to 97. I would not be surprised. Palantir. So Palantir, not too bad. We are bouncing on this bullish channel right here, bouncing on it. Unless it breaks 29.31, I would not do much with it. Earnings August 5th. SMCI holding on 695. If it breaks that, then it means that we're going to be much lower. Earnings August 6th. SoFi, a nice move, but now we have a bunch of resistance that we need to break, and this is not clear that it has done that yet. Earnings tomorrow. Let's take a look at our EV stocks. So BYD, no stochastic, starting to weaken. We are no longer into this bullish channel. Well, I don't know if I'm going to call it outside because, it's really pretty much smack on it. Lucid seems to be stabilizing on 336. So being stable is one thing. Showing us that it wants to go higher is another thing. You can take a chance on that one if you want. The earnings are next week. So at 336, it seems like it does not want to go lower. We have buyers that are picking it up right here when it goes lower than 336. So it seems like it should not go too much lower than that. So 336 might be a nice bottom, but we don't have any signs that it wants to go higher. The first sign is going to be a break at 365. Neo Battery Material, nothing good. Neo holding on for 35, no signs of going up. Novonix going sideways. Xpeng going sideways. Rivian, we were going higher and higher. We have stopped doing that because we are outside of the bullish channel right here. We are no longer bullish. We are going sideways. We'll see what happens. We have earnings on August 6th next week. Nouveau Monde Graphite, this is tanking. Nikola Mining, not too bad, bouncing nicely on support. Bitcoin, we climbed above 67 to 88. It had been a while. XRP holding very well. We like to see that. Gold, we are into a congestion zone, but we are going higher and higher at the same time. This is what's happening, like this. So we have two resistance that are bugging us. This one and that one right here. So yeah, nice move with Tesla, but this could just be a dead cat bounce. So we need to see more candles to be convinced. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great evening. We are going to talk tomorrow, and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.